with another draft. This pack's real bad, huh? I guess I'll just take the Dread End. Like, this card's fine. Like, it can cause some blowouts. I had this card in my sealed pool the other day, and it was pretty reasonable there. The rest of this pack's not particularly exciting, so I guess we'll just pick up the Dread End. This is by no means a push into Sapphire. Speaking of Surging Wildfires, look at the rest of this pack, and then realize that we're drafting the Surging Wildfire and forcing it. Just like, I would like the record to reflect that we are drafting the Surging Wildfire and forcing the crap out of it. Every day we surging, surging, surging. And just snap the Surging Wildfires off. Surging Wildfires in every format. Best Hex card 2017. Alright, come on. Second Surging Wildfire. We have two different directions we could go in this pack. It's the Blitz or the Rock Slider, probably. We could also try and draft 4-color draft good cards and take this Phoenix Guard Lancer. This is like this and Wildfire are probably two of the best uncommons in the set. Four color will almost certainly end poorly. Let's just grab the Blitz. Let's grab the Blitz. Howling Plains Runner? It's probably fine, right? Just do it and hope the roid will wheel. Alright. If we're really lucky, those Rock Sliders might come back around. If they don't, won't be too bad. Like, we have a good start to a Grandfather Elk deck here, too. Boisterous Ballad, 10 out of 10. Let's get our aggro on. Pretty solid start here. Call the Deepwood? Yep. Powerful forest deck. Blitz, 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 yep. See, I'm a true professional. When we conscript William Rowan, we hit the dog on the first try. That's the key with Willy Boy. You hit the dog on the first try. 10 out of 10 taking the Ashwood Minstrel here. Jumping up into Surging Wildfire and Call the Deepwood early is fantastic. Nothing too exciting in here. I'll grab the Enlarge for now. Enlarge is like second pump after Blitz. Man, the first Rock Slider wield? Alright. Alright, I'll bite. Let's see if there's a Theros deck coming our, or a Marzul deck coming our way. Buckle Kip's okay. It's better in Grandfather Elk than Marzul because it's not aligned. Doesn't look like the other Rock Slider's coming back around, which is fine. Turbulence is a fine board card. Destroy target troop with flight. I don't think 8 is quite popular enough to main deck that, but... about 9 playable cards here, not bad. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get another Surging Wildfire or 2 in the next pack. Puke Troll in the third pack. Get our Grandfather Elk beat down on. What a good quality diverse draft format. Just like draft Sapphire Diamond Flyers last time. Get a good Ruby Wild deck going this time. I love all the archetypes this format has to offer. Wildfire! Alright, I mean, Chimera Bot's basically a bomb, right? Every time this thing diligences, either gets a random power-up or it makes a second copy of itself, so... sure. Take a Wildfire in the next pack, Kismet! You owe me after all that shard screw, Kismet. I'm cashing it in here. Surging Wildfires, let them flow. Let the Surging Wildfires flow through me. Alright, I'll settle for a quality removal spell, I guess. We'll take a Surging Wildfire in the next pack, Kismet. Ship the Wildfires. So they can surge all around. What you got, what you got, what you got? I think we need the quality 2 drop at this point. The Flame Guard is pretty reasonable. When this gets going, it's very good. I would like another Blitz, but I think I want the 2 drop. Hopefully the Blitz will wheel to us, or the Eager Lackey. Either of those we'd be pretty happy to see come back around. Well, these blitzes are better because we do have this Chimera bot, which is not unreasonable. I'm gonna grab the Iotachi coin for now. I don't feel bad playing 18 resources in the aggressive deck if one or two of them are Iotachi coins. Like getting a charge and cycling a resource is pretty big upside. We're more Ruby than Wild at this point, but we want to be Grandfather Elk, so we're going to be pretty split on what thresholds we need, so it's beneficial to be able to play extra resources so we can beat all of our threshold requirements consistently. Is Deck aggressive enough for Stalagamage? I think it is. I'm really not a huge fan of Crossing Swords, so I don't think I want a second copy. It's a shame Iotachi Cavalry is... Yeah, I'm going to grab the Stalagamage. With the Blitzes, he's pretty good. Iotachi Cavalry's broken right now. You can block it with non-Valorous troops when it's Valorous, which is kind of annoying. Gallant Duelist is a fine pickup. There's another Ashwood Minstrel here, though. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Minstrel for now. Minstrel's a pretty reasonable 2-drop, and a lot of the really good 4-drops in this format, there's a lot of 4-drops in set 5 that are better than Gallant Duelist, so I'd rather get a 2-drop here. This will help me accelerate later, and then Ashwood Minstrel also makes the Ironsmith in pack 3 better, that gives target Ardent Troop +3 power, so you could go 1-3 and to give it +3 power and then attack with a 4-3 on turn 3, which is pretty good in most aggressive shells. How many Minstrels are too many Minstrels? I easily would have taken the Iotachi Cavalry on that pick there if it wasn't bugged, I think, but because it is bugged, I'm going to go ahead and take the Minstrel. Hopefully get some good 4-drops to jump into. Doesn't look like we're going to get another Surging Wildfire, which is kind of sad, but it's not the end of the world. Nothing super exciting here. Board fail route tactics, I guess. There's something we could ramp up into potentially. Guess the Apprentice Earthcaller's fine if we get a couple of Valor Producers. Oh, baby, the Blitz Wield. Oh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. I love this card so much. It's so good. All I want to do all day, every day is just blitz people out. Monster coins is like worse than Iotachi coins, but if I'm going to play 18 resources, I'm happy to do that. So, Cavalry and Earthcaller are probably our first 2 cuts in this deck. Probably Sparkle Cap after that, depending on what we see. Starling Brave is particularly impressive. Actually, Brave's super cuttable since I have a bunch of Minstrels. I wanted a little bit more acceleration, but Minstrel's definitely better than Brave. This pack doesn't have anything very good in it for us. I guess Feral Squeaker is fine. It's like a 4-3 crush. We're playing Grandfather Elk, so we're probably going to have double wild anyways. Verdant Mill is fantastic here. It enables our Chimera Bot and our Flame Guard and our Stalaga Mage, and it's got another thing that's going to make it be less awkward that we're playing a lot of resources in our aggressive deck. This card says whenever we play a resource, if this is 5 more cards on it, we get a 2-2, so it turns all of our resources into Grizzly Bears in the late game. Crackling Clash is actually pretty good. It makes a target troop neutral battle an opposing troop, but it doesn't exhaust it like Crossing Swords does, so it's really fantastic with Grandfather Elk in general. Another Squeaker? Yeah, I guess. And I mean, at this point, this is 22 cards, so like this is like our playable. And I guess this is pretty good with Blitz too, because this has Crush built in. How do we feel about Double Trouble, fam? How do you feel about Double Trouble? I think I like it. I think I'm gonna cut this. I think this is adorable. I don't really want a Prince's Earth Call. I don't really have Valor Producers. I feel like we're getting cut on Ruby. Isn't any good Ruby cards in this pack? But, like, these Blitzes went late, so, like, I'm not quite sure. Sounds like Decla might be awake from his nap. I'm going to go ahead and reserve this Ambershire War Rider and run upstairs and grab him really quick. We'll be right back, folks. Second mill might be greedy. Maybe the Root Wrangler's a little bit better there with Swift Strike. I think we can just punch through the Ada matchup. Like, We don't really want a 4-2 defensive in our deck. Put a Crackling Magma in the board for Dreadling's deck. We've got 2 Turbulence here for Ada as well. Alright, and this is probably going to be our main deck here, just like straight down the middle. 8-8 Ruby and Wild, so we'll have 9 and 9 total with the coins. Yep, let's keep on picking up stinkers. Wait for not enough blitz, we lose, right? Definitely. Could always use more blitz. I drafted 4 blitzes one time, I was not upset about it, so. SD Card's an okay card. This deck's a little bit light on removal, so I actually don't really hate it. I guess Sparkle Cap's not great. Probably fine with Swift Strike on it, though. Grab Rusted Rune, Vengeful Artifacts we want to bring in. Poor Thorn Pup, all alone here at the end with no kittens to play with. Let's load up some resources here, put a Swift Strike Gem in our Sparkle Cap, pick up old Grandfather Elky, and then head into battle. It's weird that we got as many blitzes as we did, but I really feel like we got cut on Ruby in that pack, because we really didn't even see any good Ruby commons. Like, I don't remember seeing Firebrand or Battlefield Ironsmith or anything like that. We have a Wildfire. We only have one, but we have it. We second picked the Surging Wildfire and then said we were going to force this archetype. Which, you know, we might very well get punished for. On the draw against Ada is not where we want to be with our more aggressive deck. You gotta be more careful, bud. They must have conscripted the quick troop since they played that and then didn't do anything. It's the 3-2 quick coyote. Or they just have one that's not worth playing. Or they auto-pass their turn, but they played a resource. I don't think they just auto-pass their turn. Oh, Empower. Alright, let's go big. Don't Moonsong Oracle me, bro. Ding. Was in fact Battlefield Ironsmith. Put this here, fight this. I'm just going to go ahead and attack with these two and then play Flame Guard post-combat. So we have another 3-1. They're still pretty far off of their champ power. They missed a resource drop too, which is really good for us. Next turn we can use this Valor, this Pyre Strike, and our champion power to force through this, so then they'll have one less blocker or two. Once it's 17, we got 10 power in play. Let's be aggressive. What you got, opponent? Zoltog's okay. I think Zoltog's actually the worst of the 3 cards that I had to spoil. Righteous Outlaw, huh? Probably just attacking with this. Both. Deal. Man, how dead are they? This is 10, 13, 14. That out of there so they can't shoot any of my stuff. Pass the turn back here. Just dead. Yeah, it's just like cards that are expensive and clunky like that don't have an impact on the board the turn you play them generally aren't fantastic and constructed, and since it's a mythic, you're not going to have it limited particularly often. So like you have to either give it speed right away. It doesn't have speed, so you're going to have to wait a full turn cycle to come back to you. This hand might have been greedy to keep, but like if we hit a wild shard here, we're going to get to turn 3 Surging Wildfire, and I can't pass that up. That's pretty good. This deck is really got some good cards in it. Yeah, but like then you're jumping through hoops to make your 4-drop powerful, so it's like, eh. Alright, they transformed this. Do they have a blitz to pump it up? That would be scary. I'm actually going to trade here with the Stalagabage. That would represent board damage in the long term. It attacks for 3 every turn, basically. It's going to do 2 more next turn. Okay, well, we're not hitting my wild like I want, but... I'm gonna burn my blitz here. Kind of sad that we drew the Chimera bot after what's there. Hopefully we can hit a wild. If we hit a wild for this Verdant Mill, we're going to be in business here with this Chimera bot. And double is trouble, right? This is what a perfect limited deck. Just like it don't have single wild threshold, have triple wild card in hand. Like what a perfects. That's sad. I liked my Chimera bot. Ooh, and they scrounged it. So what do they got? They have a 5-cost follow-up here? Be a little terrifying. Yep. Things I can no longer block. Ding. Okay, so we have this. OP card. You're not wrong, Gilsman. Card's real good. Do they have a 6 resource for their champion power? OP removal is more like it. Trade this here, activate all of these for this. Pretty good. I think I'm supposed to ship here, especially with the splits in my hand. And trade this here, probably. Yep. Alright, so we're dead in 3 in the air. Yeah, right? I like how he commented that my card was OP and then, like, llama-fied it the following turn. That was a good draw. So, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trade this here. I'm gonna Pyre Strike this. Crossing Swords. Alright. One more shot at drawing something relevant here. Valor. Look, man, just staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Yeah, right? There, we got 2 draws here. That's unfortunate. So we can hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18. He's at 28. So the fact that he gains 20 life, we would have almost been able to race if we would have hit our wild a little bit sooner there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. Submit. We were at 1, Dex. We were at 1 life. That's why we Pyre struck the second spirit 2 turns ago, because we were at 3. Sure. What? No, I had Double Trouble. Double Trouble was the last card in hand. Play this. Yep. Ashwood Minstrel is a great draw here because it means that we get to exhaust these two and then ready and then exhaust one more and then play a Ruby Shard to get a resource. I'm going to hold these resources because this Verdant Mill is going to be online soon enough. I'm going to take this hit here again, because we're going to have a free 2/2 next turn that we can block with. Since I discarded this Valor. Yep. This would be a 4/2 with Flight on attack. That's pretty good. And have us dead pretty quickly. Well, I'm glad all of these are about to make 2/2s for us, because we are flooding here a little bit. Yeah, nope, I don't want to mobilize. No mobilize, just target. Keep this alive so we can block here. Yep. Probably not winning this game without a good spell draw here. Guess if we hit like double trouble, we might be able to sneak it out. Block here. Kind of surprised they didn't ship with the duelists. Guess we didn't want to trade with this in the backswing. Oh, I hate conscript. Alright, level 83. This deck's like not particularly good, but definitely losing to conscripts feels bad. Love to go first. Seems reasonable. Like, nah, it's got a good curve actually. It's got Sparkle Cap with Swift Strike into Feral Squeaker here. No reason to block the 0 power guy. They could just pump it up and then we die. Could lose our guy in response. The resource efficient and play Pharaoh Tweaker. I guess I'll attack first here just in case they have something like Blindside and they want to try and Blindside and kill this. We can Pyre Strike this in response and get a 2 for 1. No reason to not wait till after we attack to play our stuff out. That's a squeaky pig. Wild Shard would be great here, so we could play this, plus make this a 4-3. Alright, Otachi Coin. I'm gonna cycle this, so we have another chance at a Wild Shard here, which might be greedy. And a Ruby. I'm gonna hit this and attack. Might as well get this in now while they don't have a way to combat trick us. Get our damage in. One's got a lot of flying power. This is a good example of like where Ada costing 1 more charge is just like ridiculously good for our aggressive deck. Like normally our opponent would be able to just like make 2 Phantoms next turn and stabilize really hard, but because it's gonna take them 2 more turns to make Phantoms, we really have a pretty big leg up. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this Howling Planesrunner here and then pass the turn. A little bit punished for having used our champion power aggressively last turn since we can't force the Stalagamage through right now, but I think that's still fine. Opponent just wasn't doing anything for the turn. Moonglow Hunter. Okay, that conscripts a 4-cost when it dies, so I'm glad we have this Pyre Strike here. Probably going to ship with this Howling Planesrunner, because I bet my opponent might run the double block, and then we can really get him. Hi, D. You want some water? Sweet. So, Pyre Strike voids this, so it doesn't get the Deathcry trigger. And this crushes over. Oh, we get a Valor when that happens, right? Forgot about that. So this is 8 here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with this. And hopefully they put just enough in front of it to kill it, and then we get to blitz through. Yep, sweet. Opponent just keeps playing into all of our combat tricks here. Get to make another Valor on this hit. Go ahead and play Call of the Deeper. Maybe I'm supposed to play this pre-combat in case we hit a speed troop. Hit a Green Paw Emancipator. Sign me up. Alright. On the scoreboard, got a game win. I love Blitz so much. It's my favorite. You wanna come sit by Dad? Oh, I finish out the end of the stream here. You want some granola? Not granola. Okay, it's in little pieces, so I gotta use a spoon. Open up. Sand needs a ruby, but it's decent. Play the Sparkle Cap out. Yeah, probably it's Swift Strike. You can attack into this. Ooh, are they missing? Are they gonna someone else's turn to stumble and die today? I think everybody just clicked through their first combat, their first main. Ow, child. That's not funny. That hurts your father. I mean, like, some of your hands need to draw lands and some of your hands need to draw spells. Like, not every opening hand is going to have everything that you could possibly need in it. So, if you mulligan every hand that doesn't have everything you need to win the game, you're keeping very few hands. Blame a messed up Hex card. It's a shame I don't have one more resource to be able to blitz them this turn, too. Because they'd be almost dead. Ooh, feeling a little double trouble? Double bubble toy. Don't bite your father. Don't do it. Tiny piranha monster child. Alright, so I'm going to crack with the Sparkle Cap here. And if he blocks with this, I'm going to Blitz, Diligencing the Flame Guard. And that means this other thing's not going to be able to block next turn. So hopefully our Double Trouble is going to be able to kill him for a mess of damage. Oh, we're just taking the hit. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to Blitz there just to deal damage to them so I can make one of their things not block next turn. Alright, so I'm gonna put Crossing Swords on here. Oh, that sword should be pretty good, right? So I'm gonna Crossing Swords this and fight the Cavalry. And then I'm gonna play Chimera Bot and use the Blitz to Diligence off the Chimera, or Mobilize off the Chimera Bot when I attack him with all my nerds here. Am I just attacking with this again? I might just be attacking with this again. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with this again, and if he doesn't block it, I'm gonna Blitz. Just push the damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna Blitz and push the damage. I think I'm blitzing off of this one, so that way I can make one of his guys not block next turn. Because when this readies, it makes one of their things not be able to block until end of turn. Yeah, the Wildfire was under Shack like shreds. Let's see if we can queue up this last batch here. And it popped right away. Sweet. We will go ahead and call it a day after this. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember, this is my last day scheduled streaming this week. I might do tomorrow or Friday still. Or tomorrow or Saturday still just as extra, but I did push my stream schedule off. My scheduled streams are now Monday through Thursday as opposed to Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Seems fine. Need some resources, but spells are good. Sparkle Cap with Swift Strike, punching the clock and going to work. Look at how fat and chubby and happy this little sparkly cap is. Verdant Mill, I think I still just want to lead on this. Try Shard 8 on the other side of the table. And we hit, so I could have played the Verdant Mill on 1. And then had made a thing with it on 2 here. This deck really isn't very good. The Force the Surging Wildfire pack would pick to not paying off of this draft. You might be in for a random rare from this draft as opposed to getting booster packs. That's not looking good for us. Not even sure what we can really draw at this point. Like, the cards we have in our hand aren't very good, and like we need to draw resources and we need to draw non-resources. So like usually that's a sign you're up a creek without a paddle. I'm gonna go ahead and use Crackling Clash and have this fight this, I guess. And then attack in here for 5, I suppose. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. Taste for Blood gives this +2/+2 and life drain, so we're attacking for 8 here. We're just dead in 2 to these 2. Turbulence seems great here. 2 of those to bring in. Enlarge seems okay. Double Trouble and this seem a little clunky. Can't cut any more troops. Cut the Crossing Swords. Yeah, the Ada nerf was a really, really good thing. Okay, sounds great. She used to only cost 5 charges to make 2 Phantoms. This is going to be my last match of the day. I would just like to say thank you to everyone for hanging out here today. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. Remember, if you're new and you're enjoying the content, use that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my work. If you're really enjoying what you see, you want to help me produce more of this content, the best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You'd also support my content by supporting my sponsors. For Hex, that is hexprimal.com. Would love to buy and sell Hex TCG singles with you. And if you use code Jeff5 at checkout there, you will save 5% on all of your orders from that site while also supporting my stuff. I'm just playing the Ashwood Minstrel so we can shove a turn 3 Surging Wildfire down their throat. Man, if they don't kill this and we hit a resource next turn, they are deader than dead. You get to go champ power, blitz, enlarge, and just like crunch your face. They probably have removal, but if they don't have removal, oh boy are they dead. Yeah, the PvP campaign or the PvP aspect is very, very good, Bill Riccardi. I assume you're here from you know me for the channel from some of my Magic stuff. The PvP aspect of Hex is just like top notch. We're gonna just Valor this and hope to block. Okay, I don't think they could have any. Come on, Shard. Come on, Shard. Come on, Shard. Come on, Shard. I want to combo kill him. Come on, Shard. 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 That's unfortunate. Just gonna blitz this and attack for a bunch. Hopefully they don't have a reversion. So if we'd have hit a resource there, we could have activated our champion power to give that 3/3 and crush. So they wouldn't have been able to just chump block it there. We also would have been able to play the enlarge as well. So we would have gone blitz, enlarge, plus this. That would have been 3/4/2. That would have been 9/12 power. And it would have dealt damage equal to its power when it attacked. Mosh Pit Gladiator, sure. Flame Guard trigger, make this stop, be able to block this turn. Shard? Hey, hey, yo, hey, yo. You are dead. Hey, yo, do. Concedes because they know they're dead. Alright, this is going to be my last game of the day. We are in game 3 of the finals of this draft, where we're currently 1-1. We're playing for 2 packs versus a random rare. Do you need help? Okay, let me go help Jacob put his track together really quick. I'll be back. We're going to play this last game. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Here, Jake. Can you show me? Here you go, buddy. I love you. Man, this hand is pretty good with a wild. Just like Chimera Bot with Verdant Mill. Dude, you know how these work. I probably should have mulliganed this, but whatever, YOLO. Hopefully we draw wild here and get to go dupe dupe. Perfect. It would be insane if this hits the, either gets flight, rage, or life drain, or copies itself. So if we hit the 25% to copy itself, actually, we're going to be able to go put 2 on here, and then ready, play this, put 3 on here, and then play a resource, which seems good. Make a Chimera Bot. Alright, let's play this. And let's activate this on these 3. Make a Chimera Bot, or play this. Make a Wild Child. Play this, and then we're gonna get to exhaust this Wild Child at end step. And then on our turn, we'll get to exhaust all 4 of these, and then play this and make 2 Wild Childs. They don't have enough pressure on the table at this point. We're probably gonna be okay. Every resource, and then our resources become better draws than non-resources, basically. Ooh, that's pretty good. This gets 4/1/1 for, yep, and they're using all their unblockable gems. We have a Blitz that'll let us block this, though, which is nice. This has got Flight again. Alright, well. Oh, you know what? Pyre Strike's an excellent draw. We can just kill this now. Play this, trigger both of these. Pyre Strike, Weeping Banshee. Mill is so powerful. In any game where you're not getting aggroed out, Mill basically lets you take over the game. Okay, there's a Sapphire that they were missing before. It probably unlocks the number of cards in their hand. Maybe. Maybe they didn't actually need it. Alright, so they're going to attack here. I think I'm actually going to burn this Blitz. Yeah. So because this is a 4 now, I'm going to mobilize this and target this, and then trade these 2, I think. That hit. Life Drain. Perfect. And, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Champ Power this. So we get to gain 8 this turn, and then that probably puts the game out of reach for my opponent. Yeah, I'm just going to crack with everything. We go up to 24 here. I mean, at this point, we probably don't even want this to split. Nah, splitting's probably still fine. That's pretty good. Hopefully it's going to be too slow to get going. And it is. Sweet. So we finished the old 2-1 on the Draftaroonie. 93rd on the limited ladder now. Got our couple of packs of prizes and our cards. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. We had some sweet drafts. We played some Immortal. I'll be back Monday at the latest. Probably over the weekend at some point though. Peace. And I'm going to go ahead and send y'all over to some